Atlanta, and we are here in the 87 Legends cars. We got George in here with us, so that's cool. He is the number 7. We're the number 1. Running this win. We'd normally run the truck NIS series, but it's another off week for the Craftsman trucks this week, so decided this was a good time to run this. We got 70 laps here at Good Atlanta. Should be a really fun one. George was just telling me he ran one earlier in the week and it went all green. So hopefully we get something like that here. Let's see if we can beat Nick. It's been long enough since he ran this that I don't remember at all what happens in his video, so we're coming in blind. We don't have an unfair advantage with that. I don't know what position he got either. I can't remember.
Green, green, green. Alright, man, here comes your first time left.
But we'll try and beat him. We are the number 1. I think he had a much stronger field than we are having here. Very tight, as you'd expect. I don't know if the top side is going to be good. Short run probably is. But these things are so tight, I don't know. We're going to be doing the normal thing of ride around, save the tires for most of this. Try and get it to that pit stop. Try and stay up front, though.
One more left.
I want to try and keep some track position if we can qualify decently. A 33.1's probably going to be okay. Now, 6th. And I'm pretty sure this second lap is not going to be good enough to be any better. The tires are already dead. We'll take a 6th. 32.8 up front for the 6th car. It's pretty good. I think that was the fastest time in the practice before this session opened as well. We're dropped to 7th now. That's fine. Got a couple minutes left. Let's go ahead and practice a green flag pit stop, see if I can get the shifting done right.
There's the flag. It's over.
I imagine the top side for the first lap was the fastest. That's not what I did, and it is just so tight. We're going to be having to back up corners massively into the in the race, because this place will eat them up. It's like driving on sandpaper, and these cars just destroy the tires anyway. Okay, that wasn't too bad there. Nearly sped. That was about perfect, I think. Not too bad. We're in 9th now.
Pit box in 10.
But that's fine, as I said. Qualified about mid-pack. George with a 33.1 as well, but he's back in 10th. We beat him by a couple hundredths. Pretty close throughout the field around this section. The leaders are pretty far ahead. But I'm not looking for that short run pace. I'm looking for the long green run pace. We'll see if we can have it. I want to try and at least get a top 10. But if we can have some good racing, regardless, it doesn't matter where I finish. Should be a fun one, though. Hopefully we get some long green running. This thing can snap loose on you, middle of the corner and off the corner if you're not careful. This track is just so tricky, and there's just so little grip out there with how abrasive this thing is. One of my favorite tracks. You have to drive this thing like crazy, especially in cars like this. Always a good combo. I remember when I ran my viewer time slot, we came here, and it was green for a long time, and I went way long on the tires, and that was not the play. I was like in 5th, I think, and everyone pit around halfway, and I was running the fuel tank out to like lap 60 or something, and I ended up like 13th because they gained so much time on us. So if this goes green, we're just going to pit halfway, call it good, and hopefully not get trapped a lap down.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
Don't think...
We put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't think we can make it on fuel from here, even if we saved. Oh, I am starting to remember Nick. I think he was thinking about saving at the beginning, right? And then wound up he couldn't. But then he ran back up through the field. What did he end up getting, like 7th or something? We'll see what happens here. Just looking for a nice, fun race. Clean race. I'm leaving the brakes on 58. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Just a touch. Because that is going to be a little bit helpful. We're using a little tiny bit of brake on entry, and I think moving that there will help with some rotation. If I need to get on it a little bit through the center, that'd probably help as well. We'll see how it goes. Really need to focus on backing up the tire, or backing up the corners to save the tires. I don't think running the top is going to be good for the long run. It'll probably be fast short run, as it is pretty much in every car here. We got the 13 starting right ahead of us, and then the 21 right there. Not sure who's behind us yet.
You have 2 additional sets of tires.
12 car behind us, I think.
And have a good run.
Getting ready to roll off. This is one of my favorite combos. I think these cars suit this track really well. Like, it's super, super tight. But these cars are super, super tight everywhere.
13 car.
And a track like this where you really have to drive it and it really destroys the tires if you don't take care of them, I think is a good combo with these cars. It's a fun one. I enjoy running here. I love this track anyway, just any car. Maybe except C fixed. Then it's not my favorite. But that's any track that's a mile and a half is not my favorite in C fixed. Just a pack. Try and get a good start here and not miss any shifts. Hopefully we don't lose too many positions early. I feel like we might be pretty slow race pace. Especially if we start overdriving it a little bit, it's going to be terrible on the right front.
Alright, man. Pace cars in.
He's waiting until green. Alright. Not too bad of a start. Gotta remember we put the brakes back just a little bit, so let's be careful on entry. Oh, we're getting stacked up here. And instant caution.
Sorry, some asshole tried going 3-wide on the outside there at the exit of the turn. I got forced into you.
Let's clutch it here, see if we can save as much fuel as we can under caution.
So dumb.
And this will turn this into like a 70 lap race instead of an 80 lap race now. So it might be a little closer on the fuel.
Especially on this track.
That was not what we wanted to see. Looks like George made it through though, that's good.
Gonna be checking up into 3, guys.
Pit road is now open.
Don't imagine any of us are going to be pitting.
Hey, 20, can you tell me how much damage I got on my car?
It doesn't look that bad. A little front left, not too bad though.
I appreciate it. I slammed the fuck out that wall.
We're going to be about 15 laps short
yeah,
still.
Actually, doesn't look that bad. You can see the front bumper, left fender a little bit.
We're not going to be able to like top off or anything here. We didn't go long enough. So pitting there would do nothing for us. No reason at all to pit there unless you're in the back. So we will take our track position here and then get us a single file restart, which should spread things out. And hopefully we can actually go green this time.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be another opportunity to go in the pits.
Well, you have to pit for fuel anyway.
Yeah, if we started off like this in the first lap, I'm sure there'll be a few cautions this race.
Who got taken out in that? Is anybody off the track or on pit road? 16's in last. But he's not on pit road. 15's on pit road. So I don't know if anybody got too much damage from that or not.
We had one go green the other day. It's pretty fun.
23 cars in this, looks like.
Half the one I've been in this week on green.
Why can't this one go green?
Yeah, I feel like it either goes green the whole race or it's just a shit show.
Hopefully it goes green from here. It can go green from here, surely, right? We can all agree on that. That's what we want.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
No lap cars, so no 2 lines. No one needs to go single or double file here. Up the inside. And we'll try this start again. It's going to be about a 76 lap race instead of an 80 lap race, so that's not too bad. We're still going to be short on fuel by quite a bit. I don't think you're going to be able to save 13 laps, assuming that's accurate. That may not be super accurate yet, but it's going to be like 10 to 13 laps you're going to have to save, I think. So I'm not worried about it, and we may end up getting another caution. So, but halfway from here now is going to be like 45. Halfway, let's see, we got,
Get ready.
no, like 35 laps from now, so still lap 40, I guess.
The pace car's
Same
in.
place.
Alright, man. The pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
Could have jumped to the outside on the 13, but I'm not looking to be super aggressive. 12's going to jump to our outside.
Stay low.
13 didn't get a great start. The 8 is stopping here. Did not want to be 3 wide. The 8 is just backing way up. That's fine. 13 gets around him cleanly.
44.924. Still there. Hold the line.
Alright. We're good. Pretty calm up here now. The 12's, I think, been looking patient. He did go to our outside for that restart, but he could have taken it 3 wide on lap 1 to our inside, but he backed off of it. So I'm not too worried about him. 13 cars entering the bottom pretty hard and pushing up a bit.
34.562.
We'll leave the top open just in case, because I think people who are wanting to pass right now are going to run the top. I'm looking to just roll it around the bottom. Keep the right front from blowing up. I don't care if we drop a couple spots early, though we may need to get around the 13 somehow.
The leader just did a 33 point.
Got George behind us.
8. The car in C7 just hit the fastest lap. 33.
13 is overdriving entry a little bit, seems like. Got one car up there running the top. I felt like I have not used the tires at all yet, though, so that's good. Not hardly turning the wheel. And we're keeping up with the pack. So, oh, and they just wrecked right in front of us.
Got one outside. Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is
Had to
closed.
gun it through the middle there.
Car by.
That was scary.
When the yellow flag came out.
Now we save fuel.
Right, guys.
I don't know what happened there. They just ran over each other on entry, it looked like. And they started spinning both ways, so, I mean, like, the car in front of me was getting spun, but I knew he was either going to go top or bottom, so I just went right at him. And, he eventually got out of the way, and we could go through. Waiting on the 13, but we're so far back here, I'm just going to go, and I don't plan on pitting still.
Good, bud.
Checking up in the middle of the backstretch.
We can't pit yet because we have to let the 13 by, but I'm not planning on pitting, I don't think. We still haven't done that many laps, and I don't feel like I've abused these at all. And I don't think even if we took fuel here, we can make it. 13, I think, had to let the 5 by. He finally did. Yeah, I don't think any of these leaders are pitting yet either, so that's fine. Looks like 5's going down pit road. 13 maybe as well. Yep, alright. We're fine. Already got the 2 to green, that's great. Couldn't get around the track quick enough for people to get on pit road, so we're having a quick caution here. And we're up to 6th after dodging that big wreck. I think we're in 9th. We gained 3 spots there. That was kind of scary. I was getting worried going right towards that one. The 18 spun in front of us. Somebody spun to the outside, and then the 13 was in the middle. Half the field pit right there. Looked like somebody just got ran over on corner entry, and then that whole line got stacked up and just started spinning each other. Who knows? We got George back behind us again. This is not looking to be a very clean race to start this. Maybe that wreck took out enough cars we can have a clean one now. I don't know. What's fuel look like? We're still 10 laps short.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Still no one technically a lap down yet, so we don't have the inside lane, which is good. I think some people may have gone a lap down there. Oh, they still... Now somebody's on. Yeah, the 5 cars a lap down on pit road, 9 car pit again, maybe topping off with fuel. We got some people that are, we know, just got damaged coming back around. See if they're up to pace or not, but they're going to be in the back. And I think we're just going to have to try and survive this one. It's looking like a mess. Try and get a good start in front of George so we don't mess him up.
Well, you wrecked me. I figured that was enough, but I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to be going so slow.
And we got an argument. Short track tempers at an intermediate.
My fault, though. I didn't mean. I'm not blaming you.
I'm just glad we missed it.
The pace car is in. Alright, man.
I think we're just going to leave the outside open if anyone wants to jump to our outside.
Green flag, green flag.
That's fine. These guys are not going. George is looking to move up,
Stay low.
which is totally fine. I just want to roll the bottom.
Stay low. You're clear high, clear high.
He was not able to get a good run up there. Tires may be worn to the point where you're not going to get that much grip. Doesn't feel like we've done much, but I think we did like 5 laps, which is more than enough. '17 car looking a bit loose off the corner there.
That's cool, dude.
The leader just did a 35.7.
I get this sometimes as well.
Just need to focus on getting into the corner without using the steering wheel at all, if we can help it. Got to use it a little bit, but the least amount we can use it, the better for the tires. That was a bad entry. It's going to hurt our exit as well. We're pushing up. George's getting a pretty good run, and all the people behind him as well. Single file ahead of us. Almost. 17 just got passed by the 4 car. And we clipped the apron. That's shoved the car up the track a little bit. Another bad exit. George backs off. He could have looked to my inside there. He definitely had a run, but we're just trying to be easy. but we could do with not clipping the apron in 3 and 4 again, if we could help it. We got close to it there, but that's fine. It's actually a pretty good run through that corner. Ooh, it's getting tight. Still trying to use as little wheel as possible. Seventeen's gonna run high,
Got one outside.
which is fine.
What's the line?
Wasn't really looking to pass him there.
All clear.
I just wanted to run the bottom. Hopefully this is the green run, the long green run. Don't jinx it though. All right. Ooh, green car and the Wicks car nearly made some contact there. Center of 1 and 2. Looked like there could have been a bump up there. Alright, don't push up into the wall, we get a decent exit. Field hasn't really spread out behind us too much.
The leader just did a 34.598.
Got some people running the top and the middle and some running the bottom still. 17's kind of been running both, I think. He's been kind of running middle the whole time, I think, actually.
Got one outside. Stay low.
He's a little bit slow through the center, but he gets a good enough exit. We can't really get off the corner that shallow quite yet. Oh, big push right there. Green car just took the lead.
Still there? What's the line? All clear, all clear.
Alright. We got George, and then the 3 car, and then a little gap to the 21 back there. And we overdrove that. Did not want to enter the corner that hard.
Outside. All clear, all clear. Outside.
Nice and easy.
Still there? What's the line?
A little bit loose on the bottom there.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
Got a little 4-car battle here now.
Still there. All clear, all clear. Outside. Stay low. Stay low.
17 really turning down off the corner there. Nearly got into the
Still
side
there.
of us.
Still there? What's the line?
Be nice and smooth. Let's not get into having to push our tires. We can make the pass just by being easy. Just going to take a little longer.
Still there? What's the line? Good job, man. You're up to 5th.
17's definitely overdriving entry, as you see right there.
All clear, all clear.
We'll slide up and hopefully pull away. So we're P5 now.
There's no need to go 3 wide for 16.
I don't get it.
Looking good, looking good.
Especially on lap 23. It's not like we're on lap 75.
George is caught back there in traffic still. He's up on the high side trying to get around the 17. 17's falling off a little bit. 3 cars up in front of George now. He's running the top as well. At least he was. They're all on the bottom again behind us now. Catching this front pack.
The leader just did a 34.97.
We were a 10th quicker than the leader that time. In fact, he nearly pushed up into the wall there around the top. I don't think the top is what you want to run in these cars. He goes to the bottom in 3 and 4 though. 3 cars flying up here. He's running that middle to top line in 1 and 2, and he's getting good runs. I don't care to try and hold him off or anything. If he gets a run, he can get around us. We're still in ride around in safe tire mode. He's going to get it here. Make sure to leave him the lane.
Got one outside.
Just going to keep running my line.
Hold your line. Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
He'll be able to clear us, and
Still
then
there.
we can follow him for a little bit. Unless he runs the top, then we're going to run the
All
bottom.
clear, all clear.
I'm not running the top. At least right now. Maybe at the end, we get a short run. I'm going to stick right around that white line as best as possible. Now we got George back behind us. Now 3 goes to the bottom on the 6. See if he can make the pass. It's going to slow them both down for a little bit. Ooh, I nearly just slammed the wall. That would have been terrible. That would have killed the car. Now we got George and then the 22 car and then a pretty good gap back to the 17. 17 falling off. Still from this front pack. Three was not able to complete the pass on the 6. I think he's just now resetting, trying to get another run at him. Big tight there. Trying to make sure I don't push up into his left rear or anything. We're all just riding right now. 3 was moving forward quite a bit. He's kind of stalled out. But he may be able to start moving back forward once his tires get cooled back down a little bit.
The leader just did a 35.1.
We massively overdrive it as everyone goes to the top right there.
Still there? Hold your line. You're clear high, clear high.
Not trying to get to their inside, I'm just trying to run my line, and they're slowing down a lot in the center. Looks like top in 1 and 2 and then bottom in 3 and 4 is what a lot of these guys are doing. Which I think makes sense. I think that's a pretty quick line. I think that was the qualifying line in the Die Dr. Pepper series when we came here. And the 3 runs bottom there, so I don't know if they're doing anything specific or just running a line. Whatever makes their car feel most comfortable. Jordan's hanging, or not Jordan, George is hanging right there with us. He's not going away. He gets a run, we'll let him go as well. I wonder if Topside's ever gonna make their tires fall off. I think the green car up front just grabbed the wall a little bit, but it didn't hurt his speed. Maybe it's not as punishing as I am thinking it is. Oh man, we are close on fuel. Wonder if there's anybody in the back who's trying to stretch this. We're like 7 laps short now, instead of 10. Maybe possible for some people. I wonder if we could clutch it and not lose too much speed, and if we could make it doing that. Probably not. We got a bad run out of the corner. This is not easy to do. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be possible. So we can't clutch it too long because we're back on throttle a little bit too quick. See some smoke out of turn 4. But don't see a car. Now we have a huge gap behind George. So we got space here. We could try and clutch this for a little bit and see what happens. We may have to let George go by, which is fine. Is this getting us any closer to making it? I don't know.
The leader just did a 35.257.
Oh, big push right there. Holy moly. Like, we're not losing too much. We're backing off the speed a little bit. But not a ton, which I think makes this a little bit worth trying at this point. We're going to go ahead and let George go.
Still there. Clear low, clear low.
So I think we may be the only one in this front group that's doing this. But I don't know if it's going to be possible. That'll put us P7. Trying to stay ahead of the 22. We pulled away by quite a bit though, so I'm not super worried. We got a huge gap. Another cloud of smoke off of turn 4. And the 10 car is on pit road a lap down. Gotta make sure I use brake on entry still, because if I just coast, tires are gonna die. This is a ton to save. I don't know if it's going to be possible. It might have been had we started immediately after the drop of the green. I don't know. We're like 6 laps short, 5 or 6 laps short. Got a lap car coming up. We may end up getting another caution anyway, so I don't know if we're even gonna have this play out like we want. But if we go long trying to make it and we end up not making it and having to pit, we're going to lose so much. I don't know if it's going to happen. Still keeping up with George though, so
Alright, we're halfway.
we might as well keep trying it. We're 5.5 short. Three car, after he was moving up, it's falling back now. I wonder if he's clutching it to try and make it. We got such a big gap behind us, and we're not losing that much to the front group, so I think it's worth trying right now. And if we end up all pitting, or if we get a caution, then we can take our tires and be up here still, hopefully.
The leader just did a 35.392.
But we may be putting ourselves in a good position here. Not sure. 13 lap down, he's staying high. I think the 3 is thinking the same thing that we are.
Got one outside. Stay low.
Because he's dropped back a lot all of a sudden.
Clear high, clear high.
I'm going to start lifting down the straightaways, just stay right behind the 3. Those leaders are up, getting to the wall still a little bit. This is fun to try this. I don't think it's boring. I think it's fun to give these kinds of things a shot. 3 is
Clear
pitting.
low, clear low.
I think he's decided that he cannot make it. Thank you for just getting out of my way there. That was very nice of him. We're past halfway.
The car behind you is pitting.
Is anyone else going to pit? The 8 car has gotten around the 22. When is George going to pit? I don't know if we can make it. This is going to be a big gamble, because if we can't and end up having to pit and we're way later than everybody, we're going to be so hurt on tires and track position. Oh, we gained a ton right there though that lap. I think this might be doable.
That car is a lap
That is
down.
the 18 car coming out of the pits. Still 3.5 back. We've lost a ton this
Inside.
last
Clear
little
low,
couple
clear low.
laps. 18's going to be on new tires. We need to be careful. He'll get us off the corner. I'm just going to stay low for him. Thought he would get us off the corner.
Got one outside. Stay low. All clear, all
We
clear.
can go 30 laps. We have 34 remaining, 33.5 remaining.
Try to let you go.
What's the time look like behind us? Still over 3 seconds. Over 3.5 seconds. And gaining. And we are in P6. They're pulling away from us up front, which is not ideal. But I think we could be alright.
The car in C19 just hit the fastest lap. 33.391.
What I don't want to do is drop so far off pace that people behind us on the same tires start catching us that aren't saving, and then we end up having to pit anyway. So that's going to hurt us a lot as well.
35.502.
Now we're 4 laps short, 3.5 laps short. And the guy behind is catching up. We got the 12 car pitting.
The car behind you is pitting. Good job, man. You're back in pit.
I don't know if this is gonna work. I do not know. I think I want to try not lifting down the straightaways. I think that's costing us too much time. I don't know if it's gaining us much. Need to be careful dumping the clutch though. Oh, 25.9. No, we're not going to make it. I don't think we're going to make it.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
I do not believe that we are going to make this. We're 4 laps short still. And they're catching up behind us. Do we just, when do we pit? I think we pit right now. And we take rights only. And a little bit extra fuel. Not a full tank though.
Pit box in.
Take 5 gallons and not speed. Now let's take 7 gallons.
3, 2.
We just lost a bunch of track position and time doing that, messing around like that, but it was worth a gamble. We didn't lose any positions doing that. I mean, George got by us, so that's, I mean, that's fine. He took 2 as well, which I think is
Just a heads up,
totally reasonable in this car.
Set of right side tires remaining.
And we just gotta hope no cautions and hope the leaders can't make it. I don't think they're gonna be able to. They've been pushing hard the whole time. 3 car is gonna leapfrog us by quite a bit, even though he was ahead of us pretty much when he pit. 8 car behind us.
Outside.
We're on new tires though.
Stay low, there's a car on the high side. You're clear high, clear high.
Now we gotta go up and try and catch George. See if we can pass him back for position.
The leader just did a 35.649. Got 1 outside. The car behind you is pitting.
I don't know what the 14's doing. He's like turning down when people get underneath him.
2's pitting in this lap.
I think all the leaders are pitting out as well, so that's fine. We might gain some positions on them. There's the 6, who was ahead of us.
Got 1 inside. Stay high. Still
Probably
there.
gonna get back ahead of us.
The leader is pitting now. Stay high. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Car 4 has taken the lead. Stay high.
All right,
All clear, all clear.
past the 6 there for position. I don't care running the top now. We don't have that many laps left.
Go high.
Somebody looping it there. Hopefully he goes down pit road. He does.
The leader is pitting now.
We need to try and pass George here. Ooh, we're loose. Might not be a bad idea running the top. Tighten it up a little bit with these 2 tires. There's the 3 car, so he did not get that far ahead of us.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down. Outside.
I wonder if he took
Clear
4
high,
tires.
clear high.
And he's actually fallen off. Something just exploded out my window. I have no idea what that was. That looked huge, though. Like an actual explosion, like not lightning. I don't know if a transformer blew or something. I still have power, obviously. That was very scary. Let's not have that happen again, please. 3 is falling off. He must have taken...
There you go, man. Good job.
Did he take fuel only, maybe? There's no way, right? I doubt he took fuel only. I would have thought he would have been way far ahead of us. But that doesn't seem like his tires are very good unless he's...
Got one inside.
I don't know what he would be doing.
Clear low, clear low.
That guy slowed us down a little bit. That's alright. Gotta be careful turning down. We're getting loose.
Still there.
Loose off the corner. Getting a run underneath George here.
Stay low. Still there.
We got new tires coming up as well, I think.
You're clear high. Clear
We actually
high.
passed him. That's good.
You got one
Just
inside.
gonna stay out of this guy's way.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
Hopefully get a good enough exit to pull away.
35.6.
We're up to 8th, so even if those guys are able to make it, we're not hurt too bad. I'm just worried we're hurting our tires too much, and George and 6 are going to end up passing us back before the end. They will if we do corners like that. That was really bad.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
Still got 20 to go.
20 to go. Go get him.
I am kind of concerned about what that explosion was, because that that looked like an explosion. Just saw a flash of bright yellow light and then a bang out my window. Kind of concerning. Wouldn't think it'd be a firework. Did not sound like a firework. And it did not have any color to it. 6 is going to get us back. We're loose. Just don't run us over, please.
All clear, all clear.
Took all the air off our spoiler there. I was going to give him the inside, but he did not take it, so I'm having trouble getting to the bottom right now. I'm just afraid it's getting loose.
Inside.
We'll let him go. I'm not going to fight him. Try and stay ahead of George here.
All clear, all clear.
I think the 20 car is someone who hasn't pit yet. He's 11.7 back. I wonder if there's some people in the back who was saving the whole time and can make it. Could be possible. We have the 3s losing time. Really, we're only racing the 6 car and George here. I think nobody else we're either going to... Nobody else we're not going to be able to catch, or will be able to catch us, so... Just gotta hope we can get our tires to the end and beat George. I want to beat George. Been a fun race. I'm glad we actually went green after that second caution. I'm just struggling to get it to the white line right now, and I'm worried about using more wheel because I think it's going to be too loose. And it's really not turning either. Let me double check, make sure we can make it on fuel. Yeah, we're definitely good. Oh, George has the 2 car coming up out of nowhere behind him. I did not think we'd see another car there. And George's getting a run on us. We may not end up too good here.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side.
We may end up outside the top 10. I think we went a little too hard at the start of this run.
Still there? Hold your line.
2 car, I think, was in the lead. He's the green car, right? We're not going to be an easy pass to make right now. We're going to keep this top side.
35.686. Stay high. Still there? Hold your line. Clear low, clear low.
We're coming down to the wire. The 2 pit later than we did, so that's why his tires are better right now. He's been running the top the whole race, and we have to run the top or the bottom because middle it's not turning. He's gonna get a run now.
Inside. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. All
Nothing
clear,
we can
all
do to
clear.
prevent that. He's just got way better tires. I think George's has better tires as well, but even though we pit at the exact same time, I don't think we did good things to him. May just stick to this top and hope no one else can catch up. We're in 10th now. Hope those guys up front have to pit. Well, we were loose all throughout that exit. I think we're running top in 1 and 2 now, and bottom in 3 and 4. I think we're going to do that line. I don't think we're doing it very good, though. We need to back up turn 1 a little bit more than that. And not spin out of turn 4, because holy cow, it's getting a little bit slick. Okay, we're getting decent exits out of turn 2. Still in 10th. Maybe all we're getting. We will see. Bad exit out of turn 4. George is going to get a huge run on us. But he backs it off.
We have 10 to go this time.
We kind of parked it in the middle. We're a little bit better through 1 and 2 on that outside, but it's going to be worse on the tires. George is running top in 3 and 4. He's just running opposite of us. He's getting much better exit. He's just running middle and getting a turn down working, and we're pushing so bad. We're not going to hold him off at all.
Got one inside. Still there?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to clear us.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Clear low, clear low.
He did. We've just cooked these tires. I hope we get some spots from people pitting. I don't know if we're going to.
Did a 36.117.
Whoever's leading has not pit still. Oh, we're loose. We just went way too hard at the beginning of this run, and now our tires are destroyed. Let's go back to the bottom and see if we can get anything out of this. It's just so tight down there now. We can't get a good exit. Great job to George, though. He's kept them on pretty well. We got nothing for these guys now, though. Whatever the 3 did not work out for them. Man, I cannot get back on throttle. It is pushing so bad. Okay, that was actually a pretty decent turn 4 for once, even though we were sideways out of the corner. We got some people falling off up here, maybe trying to make it to the end. A lot of people coming back to us all at once. Could be old tires, it could be the fuel, where they're trying to save a ton to make it. I wish I had saved my tires better and been able to keep up with George. Only 5 to go. I don't think we're getting anything else. I think we're getting P11. Somebody had the strategy worked out, and it was not us. Oh, George is able to pass the 2 car. Great job. 2 car's going to fight back, though, but I think George will be able to hang on the outside. We got the 22 here who's trying to make it on fuel for sure. He's slowed way down, the Wrangler car. Any caution now just ends the race, so I think that's what these guys are banking on. Just trying to make it, and if they get a caution and get lucky, they'll be in good shape. 22's dropping back a lot, though.
The middle open there too.
Yeah, thank you, I noticed.
We're back to top 10. I don't know if we're going to get any more spots or not. We're running out of time. Got another car up there ahead of the 6 we might be able to get. We might just loop this thing and bring out the yellow.
Alright, looks like you're in the top 10.
George is flying right now. He's going to get up and pass the 6. I'm turning 90 degrees to the right for the entire corner. It's like I'm driving the car tomorrow. Man, we only got 2 to go. I don't even know if we're going to get to that yellow car.
8, 7.
We might. We got some smoke up ahead and some weird movements like blocking. Get to the white flag before you start wrecking each other. Or not. That's the lap car.
White flag, one more left.
White flag in the air. We get around the 16 here. Who's trying to make it? Definitely will make it, but not before losing a bunch of spots. Whoever's winning this thing, I'm really curious what they chose for strategy. Looks like we're going to get P9 unless somebody runs out.
Didn't matter, big car. GG.
Right before the line, perhaps. We didn't do the right strategy, but that was a fun one. That was a fun one. Fun race. Good one.
There's the checkered flag.
Oh, darn, I was sure those dudes were going to need a pit.
There you go, man. Good job, driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I guess some people made the right strategy call there.
I don't know how they made it up there. I was trying to save, but I was never going to make it. I had to pit.
I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I ran out coming across the line.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, that's all you need to do, mate. Good job.
Yeah. Good win to the 8.
Did you put in the caution 8, or you just saved the whole time?
Let's see.
I committed pretty early to save. I never pitted.
He never pitted. So
Yeah, I was catching you 8, but then I started to wear down my tires and I almost blew one.
So he never pit under caution is what he says. And I believe that. But I think he just started saving immediately. Let's see how far back he is here. He started right behind us. What were my tires at the end? 81, 78, 79. Oh, 49, 59 on the lefts. Maybe 4 was the way to go. I wonder what the 3 did. So it doesn't look like the 8's quite saving here. Like, we went green from lap 13, or lap 12, all the way to the end. When does he start saving? Maybe right now? Yeah, you see how he's backing off. He started saving on lap, like, 16, 17. And that's what you needed to do. I didn't start until, like, 30 or 35. And we weren't going to be able to do it. I wasn't gaining enough. So, great call by the 8. Thinking that might go to the end. It definitely did. And he gets rewarded for it. I wonder if the 19's in 12th right now, so I don't think he ever pit. Same with the 9. I think the 6 car might have been the first car that pit. And he winds up 6th in front of our little group there. What did the 3 end up doing? Does he pit 45? Oh, he took 4. He took 4, that's why we came back to him, and then I guess he just used up his tires a little bit too much, and we ended up being quicker than he was. So that's why he didn't leapfrog us very much, because he actually took 4 tires and he basically came out. We came out like right behind him. Interesting race. That was a fun one. We don't get a very good position. P9. I mean, that's fine. We qualified P9. 0x. Great job to George. Winds up 7th as the number 7. That was a fun one. I did enjoy it. First up, in the back. I thought this happened in the corner. Does the 15 get a tap from the 19? Or does he just turn left? He gets a little tap. And then big net code there. With the 23 car. That hurts the 23 quite a bit. And then, was there another contact? That sounded strange. Just dragging the fender across the transition, I guess. Not a very big wreck, honestly. I thought it was bigger than that. But then, next up is going to be whatever this was. 18 gets into the back of the 5, and then he like overcorrects it up to the wall, and then that stacks up everyone. 12 gets into the back of the 18, and then that's who we were looking at. 13 nearly gets through it, but clips his left front, and that sends him straight up into the wall. And let's look at our view from this. I just went straight for him because I knew by the time we got there, they'd have slid to some other part of the track. Just like that. And George does a great job of slowing down. Oh, he maybe got some damage from the 13 there. I did not see that. We almost get clipped by him. Oh, huge netcode again, but George, other side of the world, so I guess that makes sense. Still, well, he got a 4X for that. But I don't think he got any damage. Doesn't look like it. And then what is this? Does the 5 just dump the 18 under caution? Yep. That's good to see. He's a good sport. But yeah, that was a fun one, interesting one. We didn't pick the right strategy. We had to start saving immediately, but it's really hard to do that in that scenario, especially since we got 2 really quick cautions there. So I went for a while thinking we might get another one, or everyone would just pit halfway, but the 8 was banking on it going green to the whole distance, and paid off for him. So that was a fun one.